Our next guests are going to discuss Measure C and what it could mean for our city.
It's just going to be a positive all the way around. So vote yes on Measure C and how it's not going to really affect them negatively.
I just want to make it clear, Team Manzon and Jason Pollington of Pure Mortgage, we support Measure C, go Chargers, but more importantly, this is a win for San Diego.
Please welcome real estate expert Anthony Manzon and senior loan advisor for Pure Mortgage, Jason Pollington.
All right, there they are.
We're
The
here.
breakdancing realtor. Pure Mortgage is in the house. Jason Pollington, how you doing, brother?
Good, man. Thanks for
Good to have you guys here. This topic, obviously, right here around this ballot time, election time, time to vote.
Yep.
It's time to vote for the Chargers to stay and go big,
Yeah.
Right.
or to leave them hanging out on a limb,
Boom.
right? Measure C.
Team Manzon supports the Chargers.
That's
Let's
right.
just say that right now.
Measure C, right?
Measure C.
Which basically, correct me if I'm wrong, is basically just a tax on tourists who
Right.
stay at hotels.
Absolutely.
I don't pay a dime. San Diegans don't pay a dime.
Nope.
And that builds
4%
the whole
increase.
thing.
That's it.
It builds the whole stadium, the whole expansion, all that. The bonds get paid off with that tax.
Yep.
Comes straight from the hotels. Why would anyone vote no on this? Unless you're a straight up hater. You know?
That's the
only
only reason.
the only Raiders fans and stuff that live here, those are people voting no.
Exactly.
That
Yeah.
is the only reason. I mean, hotels, the only people that are paying it, 4% increase on taxes for people who stay in hotels. How many San Diegans stay in hotels in San Diego? When's the last time you stayed in a hotel in San Diego?
It's been a while. It's been a
I don't
while.
think I ever even have. Have you, Derek?
I have once.
You have
For
once?
sure. I stayed in downtown.
Okay, but that was
Like from
like
Del Mar, like the downtown, for
Yeah.
a birthday.
yeah.
Staycations every once in a while, you know, but
it's like you're not paying that continuous tax. It's mostly for the tourists who come here to stay. You know, they're the ones paying it.
Right, and they don't vote. So everyone should vote yes on Measure C.
absolutely.
Basically,
Absolutely.
there's no reason not to. Support the Chargers, support downtown.
Yep.
And think about all the things that would change if this were to pass. I mean, right off the bat, if we find out November 9th or whenever they're finished tallying it up, hey, Measure C passed. Think about the excitement.
That's gonna be cool.
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
Huge. I mean, if we were winning a lot, if we had a winning season, this last win was huge, but if we had a winning season or if we're a winning team, it would be a lot easier to pass for sure. But we
Think
needed
so?
we needed 2/3 vote. Yeah, I mean, you know what they say about San Diegans, fair weather fans,
yeah.
you know. But I mean, this has a lot to do with homeowners, investors. It's going to increase your property value.
That's
I mean,
true.
People that stay in hotels, if their tax goes up 4%, it'd be a little bit more beneficial for them to maybe go on VRBO or Airbnb and stay in a condo downtown or a loft or something like that, and or anywhere in downtown.
That's true. You make a couple good points. Let's go down that trail, because first thing I'm thinking is if that passes, there's going to be a race to buy downtown real estate.
Oh
Heck
yeah.
Smart money will start sniffing around down there for sure in East Village.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Well, that'll complete our Gaslamp quarters as a sports facility too. You got the Padres, you got Chargers, and Gaslamp in general. I mean, it's just
it'll become a big sports scene,
absolutely.
which will be attractive to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Because right now, Qualcomm is just sort of out on an island. I mean, it's just sort of,
Yeah.
by itself over there.
Right.
We don't really get any residual value. I mean, it's not like the condos, on Friars are selling for more because Qualcomm's right there.
Yeah.
It's just not really a big selling point. But if you go ahead and you take that facility and that whole purpose and all those events that take place there, and you move it down to that downtown area, now all of a sudden all those businesses can get something from it. They can get some beneficial overlay, some spillover of all the people being down there into those businesses. So I think, the city wins big time there because they're getting taxed on every dollar that goes through every one of those businesses. Those businesses win big time. It all of a sudden becomes a much better spot to live.
Yeah.
Yep.
Property owners in East Village. Yeah, they're definitely
Huge.
benefiting. I mean, let's say, for instance, this is just worst case scenario. Tourists coming in, they're coming into San Diego, they're seeing the hotel tax, and they're like, oh no, I don't want to stay because this 4% increase. They're
What,
gonna go
$5,
look for, yeah,
$10?
$5, $10. That's worst case scenario. They're gonna go to the Airbnbs, the VRBOs in the neighborhood, And for the people that own those, that creates more consistency for them to have their properties rented out. So from like an investor standpoint, it benefits them as well.
Yeah, another reason to own in the area or in the vicinity, because you could just go right to it. Now, some of those condo complexes are tougher to do the VRBO thing with, but there's also in the area now, and you talk about Barrio Logan, is an area that's coming up.
Oh yeah, Chicana Park area. There.
That comes in, the stadium comes in, and look out over there.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna finish restoring that area. It will do so much. It'll have a trickle effect on all of San Diego. You know, and then the Chargers already said that if there's any more additional expense, it's not going to come from our general fund at all. The Chargers are going to cover anything above and beyond what that 4% hotel tax increase is gonna cover. So so it's literally a no-brainer for San Diegans, you know. And if you're thinking about buying or selling or you know, purchasing at all in the downtown area or in San Diego, now is the best time to do it. It's just,
especially some of those buildings that are in litigation, where you get an additional discount.
Oh yeah,
to the price for them being in litigation. But then now we might get this news, like M2I is one, for example. I believe the mark is in litigation or just out, but I think they're still in there. So you have some of the best buildings in East Village are in litigation right now, which means that, you know, financing is more difficult. You need more of a down payment, so a lot of buyers, it causes prices to suffer a little bit.
Yeah.
But then we get this great news, you know, that the circus is coming to town for good.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know, you couple those two things together, it's a perfect opportunity for an investor to step in.
Oh, absolutely. That's absolutely. It's there's probably I'd say 10% of my coworkers and staff are either buying right now in downtown or looking for an investment property. So that tells you, you know, something's going on. Everybody could feel it. We can sense it. I feel like I have a pretty good feeling, or I have my finger on the pulse in this market, you know, ever since 2007, 2008, when the market started to shift and you could see the downfall. I mean, I could feel something going on. I have the same feeling, but
In the other direction.
the other way, the other way around. I know this is a solid market. I mean, because everybody's qualified. You can only afford or buy what you can afford. You have to show proof of your income. You have to have a decent credit score. You have to have some kind of a down payment. So this is not a market built on a stack of cards. It's a solid foundation. So I feel something like this is going to just continue to spark it, you know, just build. And it's just a great opportunity.
Well, downtown's already blowing up anyway. Like, take this out, and it's still a good place to look.
Yeah. This
To
is just going
invest.
to add that.
You put that in there, it's a no-brainer. That passes, it's a no-brainer. So there's going to be a
No-brainer.
rush. I think there's going to be a rush.
Yeah.
And think about all of the, you know, young professionals who like sports, who want to be in that type of environment. I mean, it's probably going to push a lot of people over the edge too. People forget that there are a lot of hardcore Chargers fans out there, because you hear about the fair weather Chargers fans so much, like me.
Sure.
Like, I'm a fair weather Chargers fan, right? Like I just can't watch.
It's hard. It's hard sometimes.
The field goal, that one,
Oh.
that one was the one for me this year that took me away.
Right?
That one took me away. Yeah, because I'm a fair weather Chargers fan. I'm from Missouri. You know, I'm not from here.
Sure.
You guys are hardcore Chargers fans, right? There's a lot of
Born and
guys
raised.
like you out there.
Yeah.
Born and raised Chargers fan. And there's a lot of that too. But right now, there's no way to really like live that. Put them downtown, now you can live it.
Yeah. It's your lifestyle now.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
If it's part of your lifestyle, you can live it. I think there's gonna be a lot of people who want to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, just alone in the past, I would say 2 weeks, I had 2 clients specifically reach out to me and say, hey, I'm looking for a property. What do you think is a good choice? Because I want to do an Airbnb or a VRBO. Where are you looking for? And it's like, I don't even think they even thought about, you know, the whole Charger Stadium. And they just want it because that's an upcoming business right
Yeah.
now. That is so easy. Any homeowner can do it. You just buy a property, and this, you know, VRBO and Airbnb manage the property for you. And I mean, it's a win-win for everybody, and that's just going to I feel like those businesses will get even bigger, you know, once the Charger Stadium is approved and everything. So.
Yeah, well, that's been popping off for the last few years here, right? Just keeps increasing in San Diego. There's so much tourism. There's so many people coming here, and not everyone wants the hotel experience.
Yeah.
Some people want to live. You know, you go to a neighborhood, North Park, or they want to stay in one of these little
Absolutely.
areas and just kind of get
They want to
entrenched
see
in
what
it.
San Diego's all about, you know, and a lot of people are, I think nowadays is more than ever, people are more health conscious too. They don't want to, people are wanting to prepare their meals instead of going out to eat every night, and that's what you have to do if you stay in a hotel as well. Everything is just going, downtown is just, there's so many good things going on right now. And I think the only thing that they need after this is done is have some kind of dock on the harbor where you can actually get a little gondola or a little boat and just park it instead of, because obviously the parking's going to be a mess. The traffic's going to be worse than it is now, and so they need to have some kind of an alternative way for people to get there by ferry rides and stuff like that.
I'll just parachute in.
That'd be awesome.
That's the best way to do it.
Have you guys ever been on the harbor though, on the boat?
Sure.
It's just at night.
It's epic.
It's just
Epic.
so. I mean,
too.
it's just.
That's epic.
It truly is.
Yeah.
Well, let's do first things first. Let's get Measure C
Yes.
passed. So let's
Yeah,
say
absolutely.
yes on C. Let's get first things first done. Let them figure out how to handle the traffic. This is, they're building this. The good thing about downtown San Diego is it's a new downtown. So they built it well. They have the one-way streets. They've really designed it well.
Yeah.
Let's let them do their thing.
Absolutely.
But for now, let's get
Focus.
Measure C passed. I don't care if you're a fair weather
Yes
Chargers fan
on
like me,
C.
if you're a die-hard Chargers fan like these guys. Yes on C. It's gotta be.
The only thing that we really need is we need a 2/3 vote. So everybody needs to get in on this.
All hands on deck.
There's really no negative effect on us as San Diegans. And even like you said, even if you're not a Charger fan, even if you're a fair weather fan or a fan from, a diehard fan somewhere else, but you're here, you live here, you have a San Diego zip code, they need to vote yes on C. It's going to improve our economy by at least 2.1 billion, create 15,000 new jobs, and it's going to make our city even that much more awesome, if that makes sense.
I'm calling on Raider fans, Bronco fans,
Yep.
Patriots fans who are all
Right.
over the place here. Hey, listen, we may not win Super Bowls. Can you give us a stadium, please? Can you all just, if you're residents, can you just help us get a stadium
Let's get
at
it.
least?
Yep.
Yes.
At least let us get a stadium.
That's all we're asking for.
That's all we want. We don't need rings. We're not even talking about rings. We're talking about a stadium.
We'll have a Super Bowl here every 4 years, so whatever team you like, if they make it, hey,
They
you,
might
you
come
got
in.
a front
Be
row
convenient
seat.
for you.
Exactly.
You know, think about that. All right,
I think it's
fellas.
about San Diego.
Appreciate your time. Thanks for coming in. Yes on C. It's
Yes.
got to be. Stick around for more Smarter
Yes on
San Diego
C.
TV. We guarantee to make you smarter than everyone else, commercial free.